everyone, and welcome back to my channel and another video. So we are at another dressage competition, and today is going to be super exciting, isn't it, Miss Bella? We are doing the prelim 1-2 and 1-3. So I don't think I've done, I think I did the 1-1 once before, but I've not done these tests before, and the 1-3 is quite hard. So I'm a little bit anxious, but I'm sure, trying to get belly in shot, I'm sure we will do well. And yeah, so we're going to do well, Belle. We'll get her off the float and get her brushed. I haven't plaited for today, so we're on very early, so we're the first ones here. Can I walk off nice and quiet? Come on, Belly. Come on, darling. Time to get off. You didn't want to get on, and now you don't want to get off. You're going to Strathalbyn, aren't you, with the lovely grass on the ground?
She said there's no grass.
No, there's no grass here. See the rest of your hay. Come on.
We're the first ones here.
Yes, we are. Early birds. As usual.
Beautiful view of the hills. Okay. This is at Southern Vales Dressage Club, May the 19th. Maria's very first prelim 1.2 on Bella.
And here we go down towards A to warm up. Now, I actually have lost my test sheet for this test, so I cannot give you a voiceover with scores, unfortunately. But you'll see after I've done both the tests, and they run one after the other straight away. They were fairly close together, and we didn't get to film much in between. Well, we didn't film anything in between, actually. But I do have my test sheet in my hand. But what happened to it after that, I do not know. I can't find it anywhere. I've searched high and low, and I'm a bit late getting this video out because I've been hoping that I find it. But never mind, I've put some music to the test, and yeah, you won't have me with my voiceover giving you all the scores. But it wasn't too bad. Watching it back though, I can see my hands are too low and I'm a bit stiff. So I did have an error, of course. I did the stretchy trot and then went to go across the diagonal, forgetting to walk. I went to trot across the diagonal. So you lose 2 marks for an error, of course. And I think you get 3 errors. After 3 errors, then you're eliminated. But it was only 1 error, and yeah, I haven't done this test much before. So here we go, about to go into the prelim 1-3. And like I said, they ran pretty close one after the other, not quite as close as the video shows. But I do have a test sheet for this one, so I will give you a voiceover. So we enter at A. I was actually very nervous doing these prelim tests because there's a lot of canter, and particularly in this one there is a lot of canter. So a lovely square halt. I got a 6.5 for our entry, and the comment was drifting a little. Yeah, I hadn't actually practiced this test at all at home, and so it was all very, very new to us, and it's all quite raw. So I'm looking forward to watching this back in 12 months' time when we've improved considerably, which I'm sure we will. It's just going to take lots of patience and practice. So here we do a loop to X and then back to the track at K, and for that loop we got a 6.5, inclined to come above the bit, could be more forward. So up into canter there we got a 5.5 with a comment of reluctant, which she was. And then we do a 20-metre circle, which we got a 5.5, needs more jump, coming above the bit. So here we have to come right up around past the judge, and I just got myself forward a bit out of my seat and thought, come on Bella, let's just wing it. And I pushed her as much as I could to keep her cantering, and we then go across the diagonal. Now this is the very first time she's ever done any move like that before, and we're doing it in front of the judge. So for that we got a 6 against inside leg in corners and late to trot. So I trotted a bit after X. Here we come round and we're supposed to walk there at A, but again I nearly forgot the walk, but anyway I rectified that quickly, but I got penalised. I got a 5.5 late transition and very little medium walk. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Yeah, so then we do a walk loop. She always likes to have a nice stretchy walk. We got a 6.5 for that. It said more energy and purpose, but willing to stretch. She likes to stretch. So then we collect up the reins here at H. Sometimes she comes against my hand here, which I think, she lifts her head, yeah. She doesn't really like that. Free walk on the long rein, and then we're up into trot at C, and we got a 6, inclined to hollow. Oh, so that mark is for the trot transition and the loop. So we return to the track, and then between A and K we pick up the canter, which she picked up a little bit better. We're still, and I've got a 6.5 and a comment of better. But look at the quarters in there. That's not supposed to happen. She's supposed to be straight. So for this circle, we only got a 4. Needs to be more forward, and we lost the canter. And then I was doing everything I could on top there to get her to canter again. And then we come again down the long side with the quarters in. Oh, it's terrible. So anyway, then we got this transition here, and we got a 6 actually, and a comment of could be better balanced. So then we trot down to B, where we do a stretchy trot. Again, we've never done a stretchy trot before, and we had to do a stretchy trot in both tests. So I really threw her in the deep end here. But we did get a 6 for that, and going forward but needs more downward stretch. And then I think this was probably the best trot of the whole test, and we're nearly at the end. So we come down the centre line, which I think I got bang on the centre line, and we actually got a 7 and a comment of fairly straight. The collective marks on the back, we got a 6.5 for paces, 6 for impulsion, 5.5 for submission, and a 6 for my rider position. So all in all, a good test and 2 prelims. First time doing these ones, done. Okay, so that was an experience. I feel like maybe we're not ready for prelim, but then again, I suppose when we started prep, we started like this as well. It was pretty all over the show. The canter work is average. She's in a bit of a mood today, and here I am making excuses, but we did get second in the first test. So, and we got a score of 62.9. So that was pretty cool, Belly. So I think our trot work probably picked us up. I haven't actually looked at all the marks and the comments yet, although I would have done, I always do this. I would have already done the voiceover, so you guys would already know. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a look at my test sheet, because yeah, I think we must have picked up some marks in our trot work. And I felt like we did actually do quite a nice centre line on the way in. So I know the last centre line in that prelim 1-2, I did overshoot the centre line coming up, but anyway, so we're done now. So I'm going to untack her, and I'm going to hang around because there's a few people here. I've made a few friends, which is really nice, and we'll watch them ride. Mum and I will have some lunch. Are we going to do the wee? She stopped. Is she going to do the wee?
I told you.
She's been dying to do a wee all morning. She's been so sticky. Yep, here it comes. Oh, Bella. So if she'd done that before the test, she might have been a little bit more comfortable, darling. Really? We've got to sort this out a bit better. We need a little wee cue so she can do her wee. Anyway, she's happy now, so she can have another hay net and some water. Joe, she just did the wee just then. Of course she did. I know. Now she'll be all relaxed now. I love him. Yeah, don't you love him? I want another redo. I want a redo. I saw that. Oh, come here, my darling. You're trying to eat with your bit on. Yeah, they're in that bag. Come here, sweetness. No. Just go up there and they've got your test and your ribbon in your test sheet. Yeah. No, at here they just put them on in trays in the room. Yeah, you can get comfy. standing here holding a friend's horse while she calls a test. So this is Ziggy and he's doing some of the higher level tests today, so hopefully you'll be a good boy. Yeah, so she's just gone to call a friend's test for her, but I just spoke to Andrew on the phone to let him know how I went in my dressage test, and unfortunately he had some bad news for me. So our beautiful ram, Ben, the one that I feed the carrots to, our hand-raised Benny, he's not been very well for a little while, and I was trying to give him some supplements and things and hope that he would pick up, but he'd lost a lot of weight and he had quite a bad cough, and he must have passed away through the night. So Andrew's at home looking after what we have to do with animals that pass away on the farm. So that's a bit of sad news. I will miss Ben. He was such a beautiful ram, very friendly boy. But yeah, that's the latest news from the farm. So that'll be a bit sad not to have his happy face around the place. But that's what farming's about, unfortunately, and you can never quite tell. I mean, sheep, there could be all sorts of reasons why. You could have been deficient in something, or might be at the moment we've got no grass, so we're hand feeding. So yeah, they lack some minerals, and whether he had an underlying problem, we'll just never know. So anyway, that's the news from the farm. And yeah, we have got one of his sons that we've kept, so his legacy will live on through him. So I'm still waiting for results on my second test, and I will, well, you would already know, I always do this, don't I? So yeah, I just wanted to update everyone on that news. Well, it has turned very cold. I mean, it's been a cold day all day, but it's gotten super duper cold now. So I just thought I would come and wrap up while we're still here at the grounds, because it's going to be really windy when we get home as well. But as you know, we got second in the first test and we got 4th out of 4 in the second test. So we got 59%. So we nearly got 60% in both, which was actually pretty good for the first time out, because I was actually, she's having a treat, she deserves a treat. Yeah, it was hard doing the test for the very first time. You know, I only learnt them just this week, and I spent more time, I think, worrying about where I was going, and I wasn't really riding my very best. So yeah, it was a bit scrappy, but I knew it would be, and it's gonna just get better and better as we keep going. So I'm glad that you've hung around this long, if you have, to watch. So give us a like, a subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm getting a few comments and I'm really enjoying that. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoy following us on our dressage journey. Bye for now.